Hello everyone, my name is Nana. Today we're going to talk about functions in JavaScript. So what are functions? Functions are created for making the lives of programmers easy. You can imagine it as a box, a set of instructions, a set of steps that a program does that you can repeat whenever you want. For example, if you have three lines of code and you need to repeat these 3 lines of code many places in your code, you don't want to write every single time the same thing. You want to just call it once and use it every time you need. So functions are like boxes that you can give them different kind of inputs. It can be numbers, strings, booleans, anything. And it does something inside and gives you only one output. Of course, it is not necessary for them to have inputs and outputs. There can be a function that doesn't have input or doesn't have output or doesn't have both. So let's consider these different kind of examples of functions. So first example is the kind of a function that takes both arguments and gives an output. It is denoted this way in JavaScript. We create a variable and assign it a function which has 2 variables inside of it, A and B. Then after it, in these curly braces, we have the body of the function where we type just return, and we return anything that we wanted to have the output of the function. So in this case, we want to have a function that can take 2 numbers, for example, and return us the sum of these 2 numbers. So if we then create a variable and assign it to that function and give them 2 numbers, we will get for x a plus b. So in this case it will be 10 plus 5, it will be 15. Let's consider another example of a function that has inputs but does not have an output. Here is one of that type. It takes 2 inputs, a and b again. In this case it is 4 and 5, and it doesn't return anything. It just alerts hey a plus b, so it will alert hey 9. So the function does not have to have the return call in the end. So the other type of a function is a function that does not take any arguments and returns something. For example, like this, it takes no inputs, the braces are empty, and it returns 0. So anytime you call, you assign the f function to x, it will just return 0. And the last step that I want to tell you is the function that does not take any arguments and does not give any outputs. It just does some series of steps and finishes. Like this. For example, this function just prints blah blah, and that's all. So that was it. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.